Kylie Jenner is allegedly very fearful about her relationship with Timothee Chalamet because of her lifestyle and its demands. For those unversed with Kylie's personal life outside of her relationship with Chalamet, she shares 2 children with her ex-partner Travis Scott. Revelations about the fears Kylie has behind the scenes have been brought to light by an inside source. According to a report by OK Magazine, she was concerned that her lifestyle would scare him off in the beginning, and that was the biggest fear in her relationship. The main reason for this is because she's beyond rich, famous, and has 2 kids. The source said, she knows there's a lot that comes along with dating her, but they have connected more than either of them ever expected. In regards to Chalamet and his personal thoughts about everything, the source said he's not intimidated by Kylie's empire, but it's just that they are both so busy with work that when they come together it's just a good time. We are moving on to Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada is diving deeper into her past relationships after revealing that she and her husband, Will Smith, have been living completely separate lives since 2016. Pinkett talked to Rolling Out about her friendship with the late rapper Tupac Shakur. Pinkett Smith was asked about Tupac, who died after being gunned down in 1996, being her soulmate. She agreed and discussed their strong connection. She said, "If there is such a thing as past lives, I definitely think that Tupac and I have traveled a few together." She said of Shakur, whom she became friends with as a teen when they were both living in Baltimore, Maryland. As for any type of romantic connection, she said that wasn't possible because there was no chemistry between them. When the interviewer insisted that their chemistry was apparent to others, Pinkett Smith pushed back and said, "It's that friendship-love chemistry. It was almost like God made us that way." Pinkett Smith continued, "It was like, look, I'm going to put you all together, right? You all are going to be a dynamic duo. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to make it so you all are not going to be able to get together because that just wasn't the purpose." Jada has been doing press for her forthcoming memoir worth releasing on 17 October. She wrote about her relationship with Tupac in the book. In a new clip from Jada's story, an NBC News special, Pinkett Smith returns to the 2022 Oscars. She said she was surprised by her husband slapping and yelling at Chris Rock to keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth. Rock had made a joke about Pinkett Smith, who suffers from alopecia hair loss. She said, "First of all, I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there," Pinkett Smith told Hoda Kotb during the special. "We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time." Our next celebrity that we'll be talking about is Taylor Swift. The Eras Tour didn't hit screens until 12 October, a date the superstar moved up as a surprise for fans. Yet, AMC Theaters announced worldwide ticket pre-sales had already exceeded $100 million. First day sales alone topped $26 million, breaking box office records. Many industries expect the film to land among Barbie and the Super Mario Bros. Movie, both of which have grossed upwards of $1.3 billion to date for biggest opening weekends of the year. As astounding as these figures are, they are just another part of the economic effect of Taylor Swift's massive Eras Tour, which kicked off 17 March at 70,000-seat State Farm Stadium in Arizona, US. The tour has grossed an estimated $1 billion and will continue to smash records as Swift takes it to Canada, South America, Asia, Australia, and Europe into late 2023 and 2024. Most dates are already sold out. Throughout 2023, Swift's tour has generated massive revenue for each U.S. host city as fans spend to see her, in many cases laying out thousands of dollars on tickets and lodging out outfits and merchandise. Dan Egan from Behavioral Finance and Investing at Betterment, a US-based financial advisory company, said, "This isn't just about music or storytelling or brand. She is pioneering an economic model. Cities are constantly strapped for cash, so the impact of the Taylor Swift's economy is that cities will have the revenue to invest in public infrastructure, transit, safety, and planning." Swift is on her way to being a billionaire herself, but the real financial power of the Swift brand is found downstream with industries and individuals that benefit from her presence. The numbers are staggering. In May 2023, the Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia noted in its Beige Book that Swift's Eras Tour stop was a boom for the city's tourism industry. The effect spread at the tour's opening night in Glendale, Arizona, brought in more revenue for local businesses than the Super Bowl, held at the same venue earlier this year. Combined, there's a lot of money moving across the country. A June estimate from market research firm QuestionPro estimated the economic impact of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour at $5 billion for the U.S. economy. After 2 nights of concerts at Paycor Stadium in Ohio, the region's Travel and Tourism Board reported that Swift brought $90 million to the greater Ohio area. These concerts, held on 30th June and 1st of July, each had about 60,000 attendees, many of whom traveled into the area for the shows. The hotels in downtown had a record-breaking 98% occupancy, and noted the hotel revenue was doubled year over year. The Visitors Bureau estimated that Swift is responsible for $7.9 million added hotel revenue for those 2 concert days. Egan also said a Taylor Swift concert is a vacation level of spending. It's about good experience, not a good deal, and you are more comfortable spending a fair amount of money on it. Egan says framing attending a show like taking a holiday can help explain how Swift affects local economies. As fans spend more money in specific geographic regions, the money goes to businesses located there, employed by people who live there. When local residents make more money, they have more spending power too. That cycles back into other local businesses. On 14 and 15 July, Swift played 2 shows in Denver, Colorado at Empower Field to a combined 140,000 people, who overall contributed $140 million to the estate's GDP. What's impactful about this increase is that Swift's GDP stimulation keeps a lot of the money flowing around in the local economy instead of going somewhere else. Egan also explained that this is the opposite of what typically happens. Most GDP spikes happen because of exports. Instead, with Swift, the money exchanges from person to person domestically and is more likely to be recirculated within the country. The U.S. Travel Association data shows Swift's fans spend an average of $1,300 on tickets, travel and clothing to attend the Eras Tour, a number far outstripping the usual cost of concert going. In fact, that total is on par with spending by fans to the Super Bowl. The average ticket cost is $254, but Egan says that for fans, the value isn't just the show. The anticipation and prepping play a major part in how people spend. The same QuestionPro survey showed fans spend nearly $300 on their attire to wear to the shows, and about $215 on merchandise at the concert. Attendees justify the extra spend as part of the memories, like a big trip. Egan went on to say a Taylor Swift concert is one of those rare things where you get value out of it before you actually experience it, and her fan base has the buying power to spend money on these sorts of experiences. Not only are the Swifties themselves laying out cash to attend, but people around them who don't even enter the venue are pumping money into the economy too. For instance, parents are dressing up in their own right and holding pre-performance tailgate parties in parking lots. Yet, as eye-popping as the average spend is alone, Swift is performing 53 times in 20 different locations, not including the international dates that will add more than 50 shows to her repertoire, extending into next year. According to Egan, putting on a concert is expensive. The logistics involved, from stage production and catering to backup dancers and costume designers, are expensive, and Swift herself seems to know it. According to TMZ, Swift paid $100,000 bonus to each of the roughly 50 truck drivers who ferry her enormous production around the country. She also extended bonuses of varying sizes to the entire touring staff, all in at $55 million for them to spend as they please. The major numbers the Eras film has already generated signal Swift will keep having an economic impact. For one, theaters that have seen declining revenue as a result of the pandemic are poised to get Barbenheimer-esque boost. Swift is releasing the film directly through AMC theaters with a 57% revenue split between herself and AMC, and the remaining 43% going directly to the theater company. The in-theater experience is expected to be a big driver of attendance. Swift has already encouraged fans to sing and dance along during the show, almost a second-hand experience for those who could not attend and a way to relive the moment for those who did. And Swifties will notice that the very specific tickets prices for adults and children or seniors $19.89 and $13.13 respectively are fan Easter eggs in and of themselves. And as for the Era Tour begins its international leg, this economic engine is poised to expand across the globe. Her fan base largely has the money, are eager to spend it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.